Hello and warm welcome to all of you. Today I am here with the part 9 of history chapter number 3, nationalism in India. Dear students, we are discussing about non-cooperation movement, and we had already discussed one example of the movement in countryside. In Awadh, the peasant movement was led by Baba Ramchandra. The peasant started movement against talukdar and landlord for the reduction of high rent, abolition of beggar, and social boycott of oppressive landlord. In the year 1920, Jawaharlal Nehru visited Awadh region and established Awadh Kisan Sabha. Congress was keen to support the movement as a part of freedom struggle of our country. But as the Awadh peasant movement spread, it took a violent form. Due to this, Congress was unhappy with the movement. Even some of the local leader, they took the name of Gandhiji and forced peasants not to pay taxes. Even they also declared that Gandhiji was going to redistribute the land among the poor people. So this was the example of Awadh movement. Now today we are going to discuss the second example of movement in countryside. Tribal peasants interpret the message of Mahatma Gandhi and idea of Swaraj in yet another way. In the second example, we are going to discuss about the tribal people. They had also different idea. Even they participated in this movement with different notion. In the Gudem Hill of Andhra Pradesh, for instance, a militant guerrilla movement spread in the early 1920s, not a form of struggle that the Congress could approve. In the Gudem Hill region of Andhra Pradesh, forest region of Andhra Pradesh, militant guerrilla movement spread. But this movement was not approved by Congress because this militant guerrilla movement did not believe in non-violation. Here, as in other forest regions, the colonial government had closed large forest area, preventing people from entering the forest to graze their cattle or to collect fuel wood and fruits. In Standard 9 in history, you learn Forest Society chapter. In that we discussed that when Britishers were ruling over India, they passed the Forest Act. As per this act, they not allow people to stay in the forest. They stop the grazing of animal by the people in the forest. Even they not allow people to collect the fuel wood and fruits from the forest region. Because of this step of the British government, those people who were totally dependent on forest, they became angry. This enraged the hill people. Not only were their livelihood affected, but they felt that traditional rights were being denied. So because of this, forest people, they became angry, and they believed that due to this, not only their livelihood were affected, but their traditional right also they were deprived from their traditional right. When the government began forcing them to contribute bigger for road building, the hill people revolted. One side, government not allowing them to stay in the forest or to collect anything from the forest, and on the other side, they forcing them to do a bigger work. So because of it, these forest people, they started revolt against Britishers. The person who came to lead them was an interesting figure. Alluri Sitaram Raju claimed that he had variety of special power. Now when they revolted, so one interesting figure, one interesting personality provided the leadership. And name of the person was Alluri Sitaram Raju. This fellow was very interesting one because he claimed many supernatural power. He could make correct astrological prediction and heal people. He claimed some special power. One such power was that he could make a correct astrological prediction. Astrology means related to a planet, star, prediction regarding to this. Even his power to heal the sick people, and he could survive even bullet shots. One more interesting is that he could one such special, he claimed one such special power, he could survive a bullet shot also. Captivated by Raju, the rebels proclaimed that he was an incarnation of God. Under his magical effect, his follower declared that Alluri Sitaram Raju, he is actually a god in human form. Raju talked of the greatness of Mahatma Gandhi and said he was inspired by the non-cooperation movement and persuaded people to wear khadi, give up drinking. Alluri Sitaram Raju declared that he was very much inspired by the ideas of Mr. Gandhi about this non-cooperation movement. Even he persuaded people, he requested people to wear only khadi clothes and give up the drinking. But on the other hand, at the same time, he asserted that India could be liberated only by the use of force, not non-violence. He was the follower of ideas of Mr. Gandhi, but on the other hand, he declared that India could be liberated, India could get freedom only by using physical force, not by non-violence. So here you have to keep in mind, he was much impressed with the ideas of Mr. Gandhi regarding to wear a khadi clothes, give up the drinking, but on the other hand, he was not agree with the idea of non-violence to get the freedom of our country. The Gudem rebel attacked police station, attempted to kill British official and carried on guerrilla warfare for achieving Swaraj. So, Alluri Sitaram Raju, he was not agree with the idea of non-violence for the freedom of our country. So, they started to attack on police station, they started to attack on British official, and they continued this guerrilla war against Britishers to achieve the Swaraj, to achieve the freedom of our country. Raju was captured and executed in 1924 and over a time become a folk hero. They continued their guerrilla war against Britishers. Later on in 1924, Raju was captured by British police and he was executed. Executed means given the punishment of death, put to death. Actually, he was given the punishment of death by the British government, but he became the folk hero in the history of Indian people, Indian people mind. So here I would like to conclude my today's lecture. Thank you very much for your cooperation. We will meet again very soon with a new topic. Thank you very much again.